you keep an eye on Bradley Barcola. Many of you asking me, is true that he prefers a club more than another? At this stage, guys, I can guarantee that Barcola is keeping everything open. First point, till he's at the World Cup with France, nothing will happen. Second point, Paris Saint-Germain want big money. Third point, he's not for sale, sorry for the wording, but Barcola is not considered a player who is untouchable at Paris Saint-Germain, according to my information. He's an important player for PSG, but he's not untouchable. It means that PSG would be happy to continue with him. But if a big proposal arrives to the player and also to Paris Saint-Germain, we still have to keep an eye on Barcola. Liverpool are there, guys. Don't forget Liverpool. Liverpool are there, and also Arsenal, both clubs, but Arsenal priority is Morgan Rogers. So Barcola, Arsenal is a possibility if Morgan Rogers doesn't happen. That's the reality as of today. Priority, Morgan Rogers. For Liverpool, Barcola is in the highest position at winger targets. Then,
Fabrizio Romano drops a huge Barcola update. Breaking news. Gunners, Fabrizio Romano has shared an important update that could have a major impact on Arsenal's summer transfer plans, and this is one every Arsenal supporter should pay close attention to. Hello Gunners, welcome back to Arsenal Daily Talk, your number one destination for the latest Arsenal transfer news, breaking updates, match analysis and everything happening at the Emirates. If you love Arsenal as much as we do, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's dive straight into today's massive Arsenal news. Come on, you Gunners! For most of this transfer window, Bradley Barcola was regarded as one of PSG's untouchable players. Many believed there was almost no chance the French champions would even consider allowing him to leave. But according to Fabrizio Romano, the situation is no longer as straightforward. Romano reports that Bradley Barcola is not currently considered completely untouchable at Paris Saint-Germain. That doesn't mean PSG are actively trying to sell him, but it does mean the circumstances around his future have changed enough for Europe's biggest clubs to take notice. And Arsenal are one of those clubs. The Gunners continue to monitor Barcola's situation closely, keeping themselves informed in case an opportunity develops later in the transfer window. However, Romano also made another key point. At this stage, Arsenal's priority remains Morgan Rogers. That tells us Arsenal's recruitment team already has a clear strategy. They are exploring several attacking options but are focusing their main efforts on the player they believe best fits Mikel Arteta's plans. Still, Barcola remains firmly on Arsenal's radar. This is a transfer story worth watching. Why Arsenal admire Bradley Barcola? Many Arsenal supporters may now be asking one question. Why are Arsenal interested in Bradley Barcola? The answer is simple. Barcola has developed into one of Europe's most exciting young attackers. He combines exceptional pace with excellent dribbling ability, can beat defenders in one-on-one situations, creates chances consistently, and is comfortable playing on either wing. Those qualities fit perfectly into the fast, aggressive attacking style that Mikel Arteta wants Arsenal to play. Imagine an attack featuring Bukayo Saka on one side and Bradley Barcola on the other. Defenders would struggle to contain both flanks. Barcola is also still young, meaning Arsenal would be investing not only in immediate quality, but also in a player with significant room for further development. That is exactly the type of profile Arsenal have targeted in recent years. But signing him will not be easy. Liverpool are also closely monitoring the situation, meaning Arsenal could face serious competition if Barcola becomes available. Morgan Rogers remains the priority. Although Barcola is attracting attention, Fabrizio Romano made it clear that Arsenal's current priority is Morgan Rogers. That says a lot about how Arsenal are approaching this transfer window. Morgan Rogers has enjoyed an impressive rise and has demonstrated his versatility by playing across several attacking positions. His strength, direct running, technical quality and work rate make him an ideal fit for Arteta's system. Arsenal believe Rogers could add something different to the squad. However, Aston Villa are expected to make negotiations difficult. If Villa refuse to sell or demand a fee Arsenal consider excessive, the club may reassess its options. That's where Bradley Barcola could become increasingly important. Having alternative targets prepared allows Arsenal to react quickly if negotiations for their first choice option become too complicated. What could happen next? The coming weeks could be decisive. Several scenarios are possible. If Arsenal successfully negotiate a deal for Morgan Rogers, they may focus entirely on completing that transfer. But if discussions become difficult or collapse, Bradley Barcola could quickly move much higher on Arsenal's shortlist. Liverpool's interest also means Arsenal cannot afford to wait forever if PSG become more open to discussions. This is why Andrea Berta and Arsenal's recruitment team are carefully monitoring every development. One conversation between clubs, one change in PSG's position, or one breakthrough elsewhere could completely change Arsenal's transfer strategy. Transfer windows often change very quickly, and this story could become one of the biggest of the summer. So Gunners, what do you think? Would you prefer Arsenal to sign Morgan Rogers, or should the club seize the opportunity and make a move for Bradley Barcola if the chance arises? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed today's update, don't forget to like, subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Arsenal transfer news. Come on, you Gunners.